Hi everyone. I know I've been a little delayed. This has been an interesting month. When I actually wrote this newsletter, the written part, I was writing it from the hospital. We were there for 4 days with my son. He had gastroenteritis. He's completely fine, but he got dehydrated. So we were there. But prior to that, he was sick from school. Then, of course, mommy got it and hurt her back. So I've been taking a lot of time for self-care. But I wanted to do the video portion of this newsletter now. I know that today is Easter for some people, and I want to wish you a very happy Easter. I know this coming week is a Holy Week for many people. Next weekend marks Greek Easter, as well as the end of Passover. So to all celebrating, I wish you all the best, and I hope you celebrate with all your loved ones around, because that's what life's all about. But speaking of that, I know that some of you are going to think that this is a pretty heavy topic to bring up during such a celebratory time, but there's a reason why I'm bringing it up right now. So this topic is basically, when you're on an airplane, they tell you, or in the airport, they say, see something, say something. I kind of want you to feel more about, are you concerned about something? Say something. Because sometimes by the time we see it, it's too late. So there is this incredible journalist. I don't even know if journalist does her justice. Investigator, trailblazer in Greece. Her name is Angeliki Nikolouli, and she has her own live television show called Fos στο Tunnel, Light in the Tunnel, and she basically shines light on the dark areas of our society. She helps find missing people, or solves crimes, and sometimes her help is integral a lot of the time in solving these crimes. She did not have an easy path. She really trailblazed the way for female journalists in Greece, and I think in general in the world once you see her work. So I was watching it. For those that don't know about, they call it the thriller in Patra. It started out in January, February. I saw on the news that this husband and wife had lost 3 daughters within 3 years. The first one was 3.5 years old, died in the hospital. They didn't have any medical explanation for it. I think at the time they thought there was a medical explanation, but it wasn't concrete. The second child to die was 6 months old, and she was found dead in her crib. And the third one was just recently in January, the oldest, the 9-year-old, and she died in the hospital as well. And everyone felt sorry for the parents. They're looking into this. Is it genetic? Is it not? Fast forward, I recommend you can look it up. I recommend you follow Angeliki as she unravels this mystery. But the thriller turning point is that the mother has been arrested for the murder of her eldest, and there's a lot of damning evidence, and now they're opening the cases of the 2 other children to see if there was any foul play by the mother or other people. It's a horrible topic to even discuss, especially me who has a child, and I was in the emergency room. But the reason we don't know innocent, guilty, the evidence is pretty damning towards her. But what I want to talk to you about is that, and Angeliki Nikolouli brought it up, and I'm thankful she has brought it up, and I think it should be reiterated throughout the world. As she investigates, people now are coming out and talking about facts that they've seen, experienced with the mother that wasn't right, people who used to know her, her prior boyfriend's family. Things are coming out slowly but surely. And, Angeliki Nikolouli said, why is it all, she said it on numerous occasions, after the fact, people come out and talk about it, why, when they didn't have the concern then that something wasn't right, why didn't they talk to people, express their concerns? And I think I want to talk to you about children, and if you're concerned about something, just say it. In a lot of societies, people are afraid to say anything because they don't want to be wrong and then, embarrassed or wrong and break up a family by accident. But for the most part, if you speak your concerns and you state that you don't know if this is true or not, but you're just seeing something that's concerning, a proper investigator will find out. Proper, police officer will look into it. For me, it's worth reporting if I see something concerning, rather than, and being wrong. Hopefully you are wrong, than not saying anything and then figuring out I was right. So I want to challenge you for that, because a lot of the time, it's very taboo to talk about abuse within a family. Especially when it's in the family. I know that there's tons of family members that probably see their nieces and nephews, their own children, their friends, their siblings, possibly abusing their own children, or it could be emotional, physical, psychological, sexual, intellectual. There's so many different types of abuse there. And a lot of the times when it's done by someone in your family, people don't want to intervene or don't want to bring shame upon the family. Who ends up suffering is the kid. And a lot of the times people say, well, the kid could have come and talked to me. I need everyone to understand that when kids know and see that no one is stopping the family member from hurting them, and again, it could be verbal, emotional, physical. There's not just one type of abuse, but when the kid sees that and knows that their abuser no one's confronting the abuser, they realize either that's normal behavior or that no one's going to rescue them, so they better just live with the circumstances because nothing is going to change, and they live in fear every day. So don't wait out for the flat out signs and evidence. If there's something concerning you, bring it up. And just know that you could be saving a child from a lot of angst, fear, hurt, and sometimes saving their life. So, and again, you'll say, Marilyn, this is super heavy around this time of year, but this time of year is when everyone's starting to gather. You might have not seen some of your cousins for a long time. You might have not seen the children or elders or, extended family. Look around. A child's never going to tell you. Do you see them really timid? Did you see that their personality has completely changed to 180? You never know. Ask them, or if you notice that, maybe bring it up with somebody, their parents. Now, if you think the parents are the one doing something, maybe, you find somebody else in the family. But take a look around, because abuse happens every single day, and what we think might be harmless, or that the child, they have a difficult, uncle, they have a difficult cousin, they have a difficult mother, father, they'll be fine though, we all had to deal with things like that. You don't really know what's going on at home. So check in and be alert. And if you don't know about the signs, educate yourself, educate your entire family, because when you're more observant, you become a better member of our society. Well, that's it. I would love to hear your thoughts, and talk soon. Bye.